so that was his quid pro quo, was I'll take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much what happened.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I asked Bruce that straight out, and Bruce says, he goes, well, you know, the road used to not come down the way it comes now. It used to go where the pond is. I went, really? Yeah. I don't remember that. He goes, oh yeah, it used to go around by the pond and come around the other side.
You remember, it used to go right in front of the house. When you dig in the front of the house there, it's all gravel.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really solid. I mean, how anything grows in that soil, I don't know.
Because the only thing I ever remember as a kid about that, the only thing was there was the house.
Yeah.
And that one little shed. All of that stuff was not there.
The barn wasn't there?
No.
Because that's down at Ben's house now.
The barn, you mean the barn that's there now?
Yeah, the Ben Thorne, across from Donna's place. That was their old barn. Used to be up by my house.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about that. No, I'm talking about the one you have now.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I just remember the house.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Bruce and, you know, and all that, we would go down, when I was a kid, we'd go down and mess around and play and stuff like that. And,
well, I'm supposed to have a conversation. Do you know Lonnie Whitcomb? Do you remember running into Lonnie?
Oh,
yeah. So I was going to get a little, because he doesn't work for them anymore.
Right.
He works on the other side of the table. So I was going to get a little information.
Hey,
so what happened when you brought it up? And then you basically said, oh, that's not a problem. I've got enough information I can show you.
They tried to say
why would you feel it?
Yeah. That's what I said before that I talked to you. I talked here.
Yeah.
Oh,
really? Oh, really?
With Washington, and one of his partners is the overseer of the top manager of the station, Washington. Oh, shoot. That's what happened.
So you still have to turn on that's what I want to take care of.
Yes, we still have that. They redirected it.
Well, pop in next time. By the way, thanks for the mailbox thing.
Oh, yeah.
I had to put it in because it's so wet and I can't do anything.
Yeah, sometime we'll run up in the office.
Yeah.
Come by the house, I'll take your check.
Yeah, Alex.
Well, we were going to take one this year. We decided not to because my daughter's selling her farm, 41 acres, and so there's too much going on. Wow, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
A lot of moving.
Where she moved? She moved already to Florida.
Oh, wow.
And so she just said, I can't farm 41 acres myself. She did 22 tons of hay last year by herself. Whoa. She just hired a couple guys to stack it. And she's done what she did.
Cut it, bale it, get it on the ground, we're
Cut
gonna
it,
go all
baled it
blow
herself.
away and then they just the barn.
She filled 2 barns full of hay.
Yeah, our friends have farmed 40 acres.
That's a lot. Yeah, we've been back and forth probably 3 times. I'm helping her clean it up and, you know, a couple of dumpsters and this gotta go and that's gotta go.
A lot of years of hard work. Like the
Well, that's what I tell you, so I went to the land agricultural preservation meeting.
Yes.
And that was Pittsburgh. So they just opened the applications for that. So I'm using that as a stick in the eye to be like, hey, I've already lost 7 acres to wetlands to do this. What's an economic issue for it?
What happened last too is we had the rest of mine, one of his parties came out one time and said that we had this water out here in the wetlands, we had to do something about
They
it.
went back to the hunt club because
I
of
said,
the problem.
I said, that water's not coming off the river.
And so, had a hunt club
I
to
said,
that.
my cows got stuck in the field, tractors stuck in the field, it never happened before. They were turning our land into something to be done.
You're right on time, buddy.
And that's what I thought.
Sorry, I tried to put your chair over there earlier.
But they reverted it, and I'm sure you would have reverted it to the strength.
Yeah, it was in the pause button. It was in the pause. And it doesn't, it's on, I'm at that, it drops into the bedrock and it comes out, actual photos of it already.
Well, I had photos of it, I think Donnie's was coming around my field.
Seriously, because it hits the bedrock, right, so there's the subsurface, then there's the saturated subsurface area, which was a lot, and you can see the pure bedrock. So I got all the SWINS maps to show what it looks like, and it's pretty well known that this place doesn't work at all. So, anyway, so we'll talk later about that.
What time does the 6 o'clock meeting start?
6 o'clock.
Let's stand for the pledge. You ready? Let's stand and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Thank you. Maybe you can have roll call, please.
Mr. Barlow?
Here.
Mr. Kyle?
Here.
And Mr. Lowe's absent.
All right. We have presenters here from Adams County Alliance. Today, are they here tonight?
I don't see him.
Not here.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, there we go.
Roll right along. How about public comments? Does anyone have any public comments tonight? Public comments. We're right along here. Supervisors comment.
Yeah, I got a couple. I have a few. Want to remind people to keep their culverts clean at the driveway so water passes through. Be sure to check your mailboxes. The ground's getting soft. Winter's over. Make sure they're all in good shape. The posts aren't rotted or anything. And make sure your driveway is not diverting water onto the township roads. So that's all I got to say.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, in today's event and yesterday's with all the water that we had, I don't know how much rain actually fell in inches. I know. I checked my rain gauge one day and it was 2.5 inches in one day. But anyhow, so we had flooding issues on the township roads today. Windshaw Road I had shut down most of the day for flooding. Again, as my article in the Imageport Journal said, I just want to reiterate that when we have a road shut down for flooding issues and the pylons are set up on that road and the signs are LL, please don't go around them. If you go around them, not only do you put yourself in danger, but you also put any rescuers that may have to come out there to retrieve you from high waters. And if I'm correct, I believe that's when you disobey a sign that closes the road, that is a summary offense. Is that right?
Yes.
So you could face legal ramifications for that too. So be mindful of that. We are trying to address the water issues as they come about, but when you get this kind of rain coming the way it does, it's very difficult to handle. It overflows the ditch lines and it's out on the roads, and then we have the problems with. We have trees coming down when they get uprooted because of all the water also. So just be mindful of that. We're trying to keep a track on it, trying to figure out what places in the township that we need to do more ditching to try to get the water to flow easier. But it's an ongoing process, and when you have this kind of rain, we get sediment in there, and it feels like it gets us anyhow. So we will be addressing that over the summer months along the roads that have those issues. All right, that's all I have for supervisor comments. So let's move on to the March 5th, 2024 regular meeting. Everyone have an opportunity to review the minutes from that.
Did.
Good.
I make a motion we accept them as read.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. We do a checklist here, and bear with me here while I get my things out. It's all track. All right, the next one we have is the Treasury's report for March 2024. I'll make a motion to accept the Treasury's report as read, presented to us. Do I have a second?
You have a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Aye, I didn't say aye. All right, we're going to go to the expenses for invoices for 3/6/24 through 4/2/24. Did you have an opportunity to review the invoices that were prepared for us?
Yes, I did, and I make a motion to accept them as presented.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. All right, we have payroll. Payroll for 3/25/22 to 3/9/24. I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the payroll as retroactive as it was presented to us, since I'm the one who approved it. Second.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Next payroll is for 3/10/24 to 3/23/24. Bobby, you reviewed that. Would you like to make the motion for that one?
Yes, I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Police report.
Good evening, everyone. The statistics for the police department for March 2024, for Liberty Township, there was 153.5 hours worked. There was 1,121 miles traveled, 5 traffic citations, 4 warnings, and there was 90.9 gallons of gasoline used, and 6 calls were handled by state police, which were utility issues mostly, and 1 was a domestic. Freedom Township was 35 hours, 15 citations, 6 calls for PSP, which were the same type of calls, which were utility incidents and an accident. 2 911 incidents and 7 warnings. And then for Highland Township was 25 hours, 3 traffic citations, 7 calls handled by PSP, same again as the utility incidents and an accident. 2 911 incidents and 8 warnings. And the body camera footage, which has been deleted, that's over 60 days.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
All right, thank you. Do you have any questions for the chief?
No.
Okay. Thank you. We'll move on to, oh, I do have something. Where are you at on the police and policy manual that we were tasked with last month?
I just finished the one policy on the disciplinary code that the solicitor had handed over to me. And right now, we're just looking at the other ones to see which ones we have to change or which need to be updated.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you. All right, the zoning sewer enforcement, we have, we have a demo permit that was issued for $100. We have a driveway permit for Airedale for $65. We have another permit for 10 Girl Scout Road for a total of $265. All right, that's that. So, the road department, really, we just, this past month, we had a lot of water issues. Of course, as I said earlier, it's been an ongoing thing for March, at just that time of year, transition over from snow to rain, and causing, of course, trees. We had quite a few calls out for trees down. We had flooding issues in the township quite a few times over the month of March. We did start some pothole repair. Unfortunately, it's that time of year when we see a lot of potholes. And we can't really put out cold patch on a day like today because it won't stick. So today I was actually out and put 2RC in some of the holes that we had out on Bullfrog. That's only a temporary until we can get some good weather to do some cold patching out there. But on the same note of that, we for the month of March we were out. We had an engineering. We went out for engineering bids for the full duct reclamation. The first phase of that was we had to get an engineering company to come in and do soil analysis testing for where they could give it to the mixed lab when they go to mix up the materials that we'll be putting down on the 2,400 feet of bullfrog. So anyhow, we had to go out with those guys and spent a whole day out there. We had a few issues, but we got through, didn't we, Bobby? But we got it done, and they're hoping to get our results back within a couple of weeks. Hopefully by next month, we'll be able to go out for bid on that particular job. And also, the state is putting us a big pack together for Old Waynesboro Bridge repair to do the sides of the bridge to reface it and stuff like that. So we'll be having 2 bids going out, hopefully in May, for us to vote on and to accept by the beginning of June. Now, that being said, let me see where they are at. Okay, never mind, they're on there. We'll let you know that the month of April also I will be out of town for a few days, Monday, actually Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for training. It's called the Roundtable, LTAP Roundtable, PennDOT Roundtable classes for roadmasters across the state of Pennsylvania. This class is where roadmasters from all over Pennsylvania come together for 3 days in Hershey Lodge and just kind of brainstorm issues that they're dealing with, how they handle those issues and address those issues. And at the same time, we'll be getting an update on new materials that we can use out on the roads and new ideas and techniques that they've come up with in the past year or so. So that's a 3-day class that I've signed up for, and will be up there for, like I said, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I believe that's 15th through 17th. Is that correct? Yeah, it's 14th, 15th. Yeah, it's the 5th.
14th, 15th,
and 16th. Yes. 14th, 15th. I'll be back on the 16th. Yes. So that's pretty much what's going on in the road department. So we're going to move on down here to the other part of the road department. In front of you, Bobby, you have the 3 bids for the soil analysis that we needed to do. This we had 3 bids. Schaefer's Engineering out of, can you say that? Cannonsburg, PA, gave us a bid design mix of $7,000. Geotechnology out of York gave us a design bid for soil bids for $54.45, and Heel Carnes Engineering out of Frederick, Maryland gave us a bid for $31.95. We're making a motion that we retroactively approve that bid for $31.95. We can move forward with the road project.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And we do that. Let's see if anything else is okay. All right, now we're moving on to planning board.
Yes, we actually did meet in March, and we only considered one plan, and that is the plan submitted by the Wilders here on 201 Harper Valley Road. You may remember that this plan has been submitted multiple times over the last at least 10 years. And it has been denied by the Planning Commission, and it's gone to the Zoning Hearing Board and been denied, and they went again to the Zoning Hearing Board this year. And this time, the biggest part of the plan was denied, but the Zoning Hearing Board did approve and recommend that they be allowed to subdivide a very, very narrow strip of property off so that the well is on the appropriate property. So after the Zoning Hearing Board met and we reviewed their comments as well as the comments from the county and the zoning officer, we then recommended approval of this very narrow addition of a piece of land for the subdevelopment. So we did vote to recommend approval to you.
Does the setbacks apply to that as well?
No.
All right. Well,
just additionally, because it really is a 2-part piece, they did agree that they would not develop, which is what their whole thing was from the beginning, was to get a third house up there. So that they have signed and we have approved a non-building waiver, which is presented here for you also.
right. Lonnie, do you have any other discussion on this matter?
No.
I'm going to make a motion that we.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. I have a couple questions. I looked at this plan,
Okay.
and so it seems like they're abandoning parcel A, and it's just going to go to the new lot. Are they creating 2 lots? Okay, so those 2 lots are existing with existing homes on them.
They just moved the line, the property line.
You see, I didn't see any note on there. Well, let me ask you this: Are there 2 lots there now?
Yes.
Okay, so they're just okay. was hard for me to figure out what was
Bring
going
my
on.
plans either.
Well, if you remember, there's
Yeah, I do.
the two lots, you know, and then there's the parcel A in the middle. And
Right.
it just says on there, lot line to be abandoned,
Right.
you know, but it didn't really say on there.
Did you have the, because it came in on 2/14, 2/1/24, and then again on 3/13/24?
Yeah, I didn't bring it along with me, I just have the one that Wendy sent.
They have the most updated version, Judy. It's in the
Okay.
packet.
But I and again, I got the small one, it was hard to read the notes,
It is,
but
yeah.
I could not see any note on there saying that, this parcel A will become a part of lot so-and-so and not sold separately. And I think,
Well, if you wanna hold off on that, we can take a look at it again at the meeting in April.
yeah, and again, like I said, I see Chairman Barlow's looking
Oh,
over.
do you have it, Mickey?
Yeah, but I don't see it either.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
I don't know if you,
table it.
well, I don't know if you need to table it, I would just say approve it conditioned on them putting a note on the plan that parcel A is to be, added to, and what's the lot there on the left?
That lot, it's a 12.66 acres, I don't have a lot number on it. I don't have a lot number on it.
Oh, well, I would just say parcel A is to be added to the 12.6 acre tract and not sold separately. And that's what I would approve it conditioned on their putting that note on the plan.
We'll make a motion that we put the conditions on the plans noting that, parcel would be added to lot A.
Conditionally approve.
Yeah, conditionally approved on
Conditionally approved.
a note
It
being
does
added to.
say the lot may not be retained or sold separately. It does say that, on
What-
note 4.
How exactly does it read, Wendy?
It actually just says the lot addition may not be retained or sold separately except to an adjoining lot owner.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I couldn't.
That's note 4.
Okay, all right, then you can.
And then there
approve it.
is a lot summary table showing how the lots are being combined with 12.66 plus parcel A and 2.4.
No, as long as that lot 4 was
Yeah,
on.
that's on there on note 4, and then there's a lot summary table describing the addition.
I could not read the notes. I tried. I pulled out my magnifying glass and I had difficulty reading it. But if that lot 4 is on there,
Yeah,
then
that note number 4 on the left, Mr.
Okay.
Barlow, that's where it says the
Yeah.
lot addition.
okay, all right, then you can approve it
Yeah.
with no condition.
We'll make a motion to approve it then. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Did you put them together, Mickey? Both the non-building and,
No, he'll do that next.
No, yes, second. Is there a motion for approval of non-building waiver for subdivision plan dated 2/1/24 at 3/13/24, Wild West 25/8/18, 009-000. All right, I'll make a motion that we approve this waiver.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
I just have, just a couple more things.
Go ahead.
The dog kennel, there were a lot of notes from Adams County. So it went back to the kennel owners it wasn't worth looking at. There were too many things that needed to be rectified. Theirs where they didn't have any setbacks, many things, so. I haven't heard, and Wendy, as of this morning, hadn't heard if they're gonna be ready for the April meeting or not.
We'll
So
see.
that's on hold for now.
Okay.
And then the same thing for Site R, they actually are apparently putting in a larger plan, and so we're waiting on that. And I did get a note from Mr. Lisco in response to holding that meeting in the secrecy. Cause I wasn't here at the March meeting, so I wrote you on Mr. Lisco responded.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I know you work very hard with your team on these things.
Thank you,
so
thank
we
you.
appreciate it very much.
Yep.
All right, we're moving on to Secretary Treasurer. Wendy has asked that for us to consider adjusting the allotted hours for the Administration Secretary position. I know she's came back almost every month asking for additional extenuating for Hannah. I'm going to make a motion tonight that we
grant Hannah a part-time status in the township with 15 hours a week and up to 20 hours as needed, an additional 5 hours. This way we don't come back each and every month because we've got the pumping, septic pumping coming up here, which is going to tie up a lot of her time sending out those letters and getting those ready to do. And then she's also dealing with some other things in the township that Wendy has tasked her with. So I'll make a motion that we set those hours to 15 hours a week and up to 20 if need be.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I don't believe we have anything on new business. So under new new business, do I have anyone that wants to comment under the agenda items under new business, A through G?
You got old business.
Yeah, I'm on the new business. I'm down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, catch me.
Let me have your glasses.
All right, so the first thing under the new business, consider a motion to award the clean contract. This is one thing that Hannah had been working on for the last month too, is trying to get some bids in for the clean contract. She actually contacted, let's see here, we've got 6 contractors. And we got 4 or 5 bids back. The bids go as that follow. Brinksman Cleaning Services for bi-weekly was $120. SYS Cleaning Services for bi-weekly was $120. TGC Facilities was $190. And then we had Wetzel's Cleaning Services that's come back with a bid of $75 bi-weekly. Under the way the township functions, unless we have a reason to reject a bid, we normally take the lowest bid that's offered to us. So I'm going to make a motion that we go with Wetzel's Cleaning. We would do this on a trial basis at first to make sure that it works out for the favor of the township. So I'll make a motion that we go with them. Bi-weekly cleaning at $75 a week. I believe the total contract for Amber would be like $19.50, but that's my motion.
Discussion.
Go ahead.
We have an out with a 30-day notice if for any reason we'd like to get out of it or whatever.
Well, what we need to do is, Mr. Lister, should we draw? Did they present us with a contract?
I'll draft something up, but there was going to be a 1-year contract with a 30-day cancellation notice. But it looks like you want to give them a trial for 3 months.
Well, yeah, I think we should give everybody anything, just like employees and everything. When we bring people in, we give them
Just
a
a
probation period.
before
We don't want to get stuck with something.
No, we can draft all that up as you want, and then I'll send it over to Lisco to review.
Well, I would suggest making a 1-year contract that can be canceled by either party at either time with a 30 days notice. That way, if you're not satisfied in the first month, you just give them 30
Right,
days
I
notice.
guess that doesn't even matter if they're a trial or not.
Yeah, just give yourselves the right to cancel upon 30 days notice at any time.
Yeah, that works. All right. All right. I'll make a motion we accept your bid for $75 bi-weekly.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did they indicate when they would be able to start?
I told them after the April meeting, I let them know based on the decision, and they said they could pretty much start as soon as possible after the meeting. And they did talk about maybe coming in after hours, or would we rather them have come in during business hours?
Probably will have to do it, because we don't like people in here after hours. That means we have to
Have somebody.
have
Have someone here.
Let them in.
Yeah, that's fine. Because they gave the option of either, but
yeah.
Okay, we'll meet with them, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, the next thing on the agenda is consider a motion to award replacement building door bid. The only thing we're going to look at tonight is the garage door is rusted out, the frame, the door, the whole 9 yards, and also the replace of the closure on this the main entrance door is leaking oil. I don't know if you saw that when you walked in, but anyhow, it's slammed shut, so it doesn't work anymore. So we went out for bid for that also. We bid with 4 different companies we've asked bids from. 2 gave us bids. Susquehanna Door Services out of New Oxford gave us a bid for the closure for $430 and for the garage door for $3410. And then we had Architectural Doors and Hardware Incorporated out of York gave us a bid for the closure for $157.95 and a bid for the garage door replacement for $2667.74. So I'm going to make a motion to do those 2 doors. Any discussion?
You mean the closure and the door, so that would be architectural?
Architectural, yes.
Okay, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, goes to the lowest bid. I'm going lowest bid at a time, unless you got objections.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry about that. Threw you off, didn't I?
As bad as we look at the new business.
All right. All right. We have C is consider request for waiver on the Planning Commission review of the Shawnee Lot Consolidation 25AD006-000-25ADO-0064-000. This is the Waldman and McLaughlin 10 Girl Scout Road.
I make a motion that we deny the request for that consolidation.
I would second your denial. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the next one is D, consider conditional approval. That's the same one.
But
One
since
was
you
to-
denied the waiver.
The waiver to, from us, so that it didn't have to come to the planning commission, so you could go directly. This first.
Okay.
But you denied that, so now the next item is invalid.
Yeah, so I don't need to do that one?
I mean, I just would make a statement that
Same
you
lot
can't
numbers.
vote on it now.
Right, so the conditional approval for the Shawnee Lot consolidation, I make another motion to deny that request.
No, I'm sorry, yes, I make a motion to deny that request.
I'll second, thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor? Aye. All right, number E is the Policy and Procedures Manual Amendment. Mr. Lisco has reviewed that and struck out the parts of empowering the relatives in the township. The township is decided to take this clause out of the township employee handbook due to the fact that we cannot get employees to come here and work in the township with no benefits and low wages, and it's really tough for us to do that. And family members, typically over the town, of course, it was municipalities from the beginning was run by township farmers and their family, and right now we're kind of stifling ourselves with not having that option to bring family members in if they need to, because some of them have said, listen, I'll come out and help you during a storm, stuff like that, and we say, well, you can't because of this policy in here. So we're making a motion tonight to remove it from the policy.
Yeah, Mr. Bartlett, we should probably discuss this in executive session before you actually vote on it. I would say just finish out the agenda and then we'll have a brief executive session. We can come back to that.
Why are we doing that?
I'll explain it to you in executive session.
You should have did it before.
I sent you all an email about it.
When?
Oh, within the last couple of weeks.
Asking for executive session on this topic?
No, but it's.
All right. We're tabling this for executive session. We'll discuss it again. Okay. Last thing on our agenda is this ENDO bankruptcy. This, I'm gonna make a motion that we don't do anything with this. This has no effect on the township whatsoever. This is about a drug company opening with drugs and stuff like that, and we have nothing into that lawsuit whatsoever. So I'm just gonna make a motion to
Not participate.
in that.
And I'll second that.
Alright, the next thing we have is the right to know request for the permit application. We do not need to address that either, so we'll strike that. Alright, so we'll go to executive session. So we come back, we gotta take action on this, so Wendy and them can't really take a stay.
Yeah, it should take 3 minutes, if that.
Alright, we're gonna go into executive session for a few minutes, we'll be back after. And then we're gonna go into executive session.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, you probably won't need me for that then.
Yeah, we go. Pretty much.
Hey Chief, I sent Chief Hanson an email a couple months ago, maybe a year ago. She was making changes to the manual. Do you have a copy of that? Alright, I'll try to look that up and send it to you. I'm not talking about this tenants, but this is, I'm talking about the whole manual. Oh, okay. I got you.
If you're ready to share it out, I'll go back to tomorrow.
We can't come that day. I said, hey, you get anything on what they sent us in the mail? We won't do it till down there. We'll do it in a few minutes. Just think probably get a couple more. I'm not really sure what. We'll find out.
It's a mess up there.
Well, it's supposed to be inspected before you move in, right?
So you rely on the township as a county. And the builders make sure everything's up to code.
And you'll finish the bar.
That it's all above board. It's just a shame, there's so many people.
What?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
How did you went to your accident?
I'm okay, my car still isn't.
Oh, really?
60 days.
She's not sharing any of her popcorn if you guys.
You can offer snacks. That's okay, I had too much snacking at home before I came. I got into the Easter candy.
Her nails are kind of done. Mine are way more branches than yours.
Yeah, so when will you get your popcorn? Where do you go?
Supposedly they got all the contents of last week.
Okay.
So they should get cars.
Well, I guess it would be.
And they did part of it, and the other parts of it, so that was got 3 weeks.
Maybe I should go there because other places.
But they're supposed to get them, they didn't call them this week, they did, they're supposed to be in this time. Some of the concepts
You're
are
not
changed.
sure you want you to person to serve.
So that could take longer too. Yeah, cause you gotta match the color, it makes the color, you know.
Yeah, these are my actual
And
children.
they told me, rental cars, that's the hour,
this one, I think so.
Yes,
and then
my
we
little
can
fingers.
sit there.
Conveniently, little fingers.
I mean, we should be able to have it for as long as they have it going.
Apparently there's state
Oh, that's
regulations about it, I
nice.
don't understand.
And these nails are glow in the dark too.
Oh, neat.
The states can determine
Katie, that's
how many days insurance companies can give.
How can you do that?
That's not a computer notice, right?
What did you do?
Nails.
Nosy, yeah.
That's very good.
I can't keep mine because we're digging in the dirt all the time.
Yeah, see, I like ours better, right? You like that? I do my own.
No, I keep mine because she dips it in powder so I can dig in the dirt and do gardening and
They're
everything.
really sturdy.
Yeah.
Do you do a powder dip too? See, that lasts longer than the other stuff. Yeah, because I can garden and everything. Do all my laundry, my housework and garden with this. Because they last. I had trouble with my legs before.
Unless you chip it off like me. If they get too long, they
That's
chip
not a
it off.
problem, I won't be doing that too often.
Well, if they get too long, they're like a little short, they don't chip, but they're longer like these are. But she didn't try them last time, I'm sure I
You
covered
know,
you.
you come on my short. My fingers are short.
Did you bring that?
And I
find it?
go to grab something
You know
over
where
your
you
teeth.
No, I did,
Just like
Nothing
stick
extra.
I said, lucky this sliced my finger.
Exactly.
It just sliced it right off. We're in the middle of a major project.
Jets, recruits.
What are you doing?
Did you eat it? No, I'm
Go
going to
to
trivia after my dad and all my friends.
Oh, okay.
We do trivia now.
That's more of a routine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
For terracing,
Sweet.
because it's like 50 degrees, and
Maybe
the
not
surface
a week
is
ago.
about
Maybe
16 inches
yeah,
and back 2
sometime.
feet, up 16 inches. and
Oh,
back 2
wow,
feet.
what are you making? Retaining walls, there's gonna be 2 more. Oh, what a job.
Oh, that's on, is that on the back side?
It's on the front side.
No, on the
It's
front
right
side,
next to
by
the
the
garage.
garage,
Oh, okay.
on the other side of the.
Oh, like going up that little hill right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we terraced the whole front half of it,
With
using
natural
natural.
stone.
But this was too steep, it would just collapse.
Yeah, just,
So,
that's a job.
man,
If it gets soaked.
if it would just stop raining.
And that's the next job, patio. We got a pile of blocks at our house.
We got a pile that's just like that.
Because we were thinking of maybe doing under a deck to move it out. We have a table and a couple chairs there and I sit there and it's always, you know, uneven. Right,
Yeah. She always complains when we go down to the fire pit because she rolls down.
I mean, it's, you know, it's gravel and, you know, it's down the slope. I think it's lovely. So I can use it.
She knows me, yeah.
You guys do all.
I went on the board and
Okay.
you can go out.
Yeah, it has been. Your cousin, that first cousin, that.
Mexican, I'm already.
Thank
Did you find her Mexican one?
No, it's my black one.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get together.
just announce that as personnel matters during executive session.
Yes. All right, we're gonna re-adjourn the meeting. We had for personnel, for the personnel manual change. I'll make a motion that we accept the changes as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So this time I'm gonna,
You can make a motion to
Reset.
recess the meeting again and go into executive session with the chief.
Oh, I thought you were gonna adjourn and then.
No, but then you may leave, you may leave after
we're
you
gonna
go.
recess, we're going into recess for another executive session with the chief.
Yeah, you don't need to hang around, you can leave.
Okay, you're not gonna come back to the meeting.
No.
Well, we're gonna come back to the meeting to come out of executive session and adjourn the meeting, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're free to go home.
Oh, we're free to leave,
Free at last.
okay. Do you wanna keep the camera recording?
You want to keep camera recording?
Okay.
We don't need the camera recording.
Yeah, you don't need the camera, you can turn it off.
Turn it off. Thank you.
Thanks, folks, for coming.
Take care.